All right. So we had a customer that sent us a little bitty 38 special, and it was in a paper box, pristine condition. The company was Iver Johnson. I had never really heard of it before, so I went online and researched it. And come to find out, Iver Johnson has gone out of business a few times over the last, 100 years almost. And the current person who has their patents and has the name, they're out of Rockledge, Florida, and they have a shotgun that shoots 3.5s and is a semi-automatic. And I was like, oh man, this thing is beautiful. I wonder if it performs well. Well, guess what? We got one in. This is the Iver Johnson IJ500. It shoots 3.5-inch shells and has silica beads inside of it right now. um, it shoots 3.5-inch shells. It's a gas operated system. Um, the it comes with two different gas blocks. One for BB weights that are less than an ounce and eighth, and one for higher BB weights. Right now we have the lower on at the moment. That's what it comes with, and we'll change that out eventually. But today we wanted to put some rounds through it, and we wanted to test it out. It comes with a Max 5 camo. Um, I mean, it's got good weight to it. It seems like a solid shotgun. One of the things that you'll notice as you pick it up in your hands, solid construction, good weight, kind of like a Benelli. It's kind of got that Stoger look to it, but this piece is plastic. It's one area where they save some money and whatnot. But the price point of this gun is $550 plus tax. You can't find very many, if any, semi-automatic shotguns out of the box that'll shoot a 3.5-inch shell at that price point. So we wanted to try this bad boy out. We have a bucket of shells here to put through it, and we're just gonna see what it does. So let's go.
One, two, three, four.
Try it out. So we have some Rio high brass. Got some Rio game load, regular brass. It's got the plug in it. All right, so we got 3 shells in. You ready to try her out?
Sure.
Let's go. And right off the back, it didn't feed all the way out. One of the BBs went through the sidewall. That's interesting. Okay, let's try another one.
Did it do it again?
Yep. I think it might be because of that gas block. These are heavier loads, and I have the lighter gas block on. Let's try a 3.5-inch shell, see what it does. So this is a 3.5-inch goose load. It's rated for these. Find out what we get. All right. Here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it fed that one completely out.
Yeah, it hit the.
Yeah. So it's the gas block. I think I had the bigger gas block in it, not the smaller one. And with that being said, I mean we'll shoot some of these 3.5s through it and see how it does. See if we can get 2 in a row. Boom, boom. So you got some ducks coming around. So it's feeding those 3.5s perfectly. So the gas block that's on it is for the larger rounds. So I think that we would have to change it out to go like to go back to dove hunting. But it's feeding the 3.5s pretty well. Not really liking this smoke coming out of here though.
Yeah, I was just noticing that.
I mean, it's never been shot before, ever. Let's try. Why are you backing up?
Hmm?
Why are you backing up?
Just cause. So what keeps happening? Why is that locking up?
So at this price point, you can't expect for everything to be perfect, okay? And the component that they use for this button is probably not as solid a performer as what you would have in some of your Berettas and some of the more expensive guns at this price point. But I mean, in all honesty, I brought this gun in specifically for the 3.5-inch shell, and it shoots at 3.5 inches perfect. And that's really what I would want it for. Now, you're not always going to hunt with a 3.5. That's on your goose days, all right? Or your pintails that are flying sky high. You want to reach up and touch them. Sandhill cranes, things of that nature. But whenever you're shooting your dove and your teal and your big ducks on the days that, you know, beginning of the first and second split when they're flying a little lower, you're not going to want those big bullets on there. So let's see what it does with this. The high brass, it wasn't feeding them out correctly. Let's try low brass and see what it does.
Came out.
So it rocked that one all the way back. Maybe it's just not liking these high brass. The thing is normally the high brass have a little bit more velocity to them. So these are 1,250 feet per second. Oh, these Rio game loads are, oh, they're 1340. So they actually have more pop. So, I like the high brass. What's our velocity on these guys? The Remingtons don't show their velocity. Let's see what it does. That's normally what I do anyway. Like whenever I'm shooting skeet and stuff like that, I always use the other bullet to hit the button. Now it puts extra wear on the button, but it makes it to where you don't wear out your thumb. Because I shoot a Beretta A300 most of the time, and it'll hurt your thumb after a while pressing it. So that seemed to work. We'll try it again here in a minute. So that one didn't come out at all. And that one barely ejects. It's the gas block. So I wish I would have brought the box so that I could change the gas block out and we could try it with a different gas block on it. I didn't do that. That's my fault. But with this gas block, the shot that has the higher feet per second, which has a little bit more powder in it, it's ejecting them fine. The 3.5s have way more powder in them than the rest of them. It's ejecting it fine. I have a feeling that if we switch over to the other gas block, it's going to run out here just fine. So let's load it up with some more 3.5s. We'll get some more footage of it, see how it performs, see how it's ejecting those. It seems to be popping them out pretty good. We'll try to do a 2-3 round consecutive shot a couple times and just shoot it. But I mean, at this price point, I mean, dude, you could throw away you could throw away 4 of these for the price of one Super Black Eagle. So if it lasted one duck season, it's well worth the $500 that it cost. So let's shoot some more. My shoulder's gonna hurt tomorrow, but hey, it's all good. Take your, boom, goes in just fine. Load one, see if we can get the second one in there. All right, 3.5s, let's see it. Yeah, it's the gas block, 100%. It's handling those larger loads just fine. Cycles perfectly fine, opens up. The barrel is hot, but after 3.5s, you'd be hot too, because my shoulder's hot. Man, I like it. Okay, so the other day we were out at the range and we were testing out the Iver Johnson IJ500, and I put the heavy load gas choke comes in the firearm from the factory, and I didn't think to take the other one with us. So whenever we were out there, we were trying to shoot these 2 3/4 inch shells, low brass, high brass, and it wasn't cycling them, it wasn't pushing them out. The 3.5s though, boy, it was just blowing through them. But last night I went and changed out the gas block, and this is the light load gas block, and we just put 3, boom, 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 through it. You got a good grouping. I mean, that target is completely peppered, and it fed straight through them perfect, ejected the shells flawlessly. Let's see, I was shooting here, and the shells ejected out to here. So that light load gas block was the ticket. You're about to step in ants. That light load gas block was the ticket. So for the 2 3/4, 3-inch shells, the light load gas block is what needs to be put into this gun. But if you're going to go hunt geese, and you want to go with the 3.5s, throw in the heavy load, money. It shoots great. It doesn't kick anywhere near as much as it did with the 3.5s.
Yeah, that thing kicked like a mule.
Yeah, it's really well weighted, forward weighted. It grasps really well. I don't know, man. For the price point, you can't really beat it. So we loaded. I like it. I think everybody should try one. Hit us up, Chosen Outdoors. See the link below. Go hit us up on Facebook, like and follow the page. Like and follow our YouTube channel as well, because we like to test out some stuff and give y'all some tips and whatever we can do to help. But this is the Iver Johnson IJ500. It shoots 2 3/4, 3-inch, and 3.5-inch shells. And I will say that I'm thoroughly impressed thus far.